Hello YouTubers, we're doing this analog crank sensor on this Renault Clio. I've come back out of here, go into data. If we look at our PIDs on the board here, we don't have any PIDs for a crank sensor whatsoever. You'd think you would with that list, wouldn't you? So nothing there. I can see it's going to help us. What I do is I use engine speed. That normally reads off the RPMs. Now this one, the crank sensor had just come unplugged. That was the problem with it. We had no engine speed sensor, and obviously the car was running along, it died, and the crank sensor had come unplugged. So we use the engine RPM speed now. We'll show you that. Just full screen it and pause it. And what we're going to do is start the vehicle up. You can see the stepper motor kicked in and back to normal. And it's idling quite nicely now, but what we're also going to show you is how to look at this crank sensor a bit better. To go into information, here we have a wiring diagram. Number 54 is the crank sensor. These are what I call an analog crank sensor. It's got two wires, a live and an earth. But it's a magnetic sensor, so it generates its own electric. What you have, it's like this picture shows really. You've got a wheel. The wheel's got loads of teeth on it. And there's normally a gap. So this is the flywheel on this car, and then your sensors here. Two wires, which is your orange and green. Whenever this gap lines up, you'll see a missing part of the waveform. The waveform sort of goes like this. And every now and again you'll get a and then back to your waveform. And this is the bit we're looking at. Where that tooth is, what a nice constant pattern, showing us that we've got a good feed and nothing's breaking down. Right, here you can see we've pinned out both. Got the yellow trace going to the white wire, and the green one going to the orange wire. So you've got a live and a ground and a live feeding it. I'm going to measure them in a minute and show you what it reads on idle. Turn it off and on again. So we did have some codes as well. We'll show you them in a minute. We had no codes when we picked the vehicle up. If we go into lab scope, what we've done here, we've got the yellow trace on 10 volts, blue trace on 10 volts. This one's going to, it's the white wire. The yellow's going to the white wire. It doesn't really matter which way you connect them. And the green's going to the orange wire. The red trace is on battery voltage. Always like to keep an eye on that. On a 100 millisecond sweep, we'll zoom in and out of that to let you see it better in a moment. So we'll just start the car up. You can see there's that gap scrolling across the screen, so really you could just take a reading off either one of these, the yellow or the green, it wouldn't matter. Either wire will give you the same pattern. You could see if you've got a good feed and a good, if you've lost a feed or a live, you'd lose the pattern altogether. So what we'll do here is we'll just zoom into that a bit. Use that down to 20 milliseconds. Now you can see the commutator where the tooth is, just appears now and again. That's a nice one of it there. That's a good reading, good sensor, we like that. As we increase the car speed, the engine speed, this signal amplifies, just gets bigger and more of it. We'll show you that in a minute. What we'll do is we'll turn one of these off. Turn the green off. We'll even turn the battery voltage off. And there. And change the time base. To 100. Now as we increase the engine RPM, I'll just show you the voltage as well. It should go up to about 10 volts. It was nice, but what we'll do, we'll zoom out a bit more. We'll just drop that to 20 volts. As you can see, the pattern increases with vehicle speed. You get two types, or three types there is, but two main types. The Hall effect, which is a digital signal, square wave, and this one, which is a sine wave analog. Thank you. And back out. AC. This is on 0. That's fine base for me. Not so sure with that. If we give the throttle a snap. We've got from 0.8 to 4.4 volts generated. And the time base is counting now, so if we stop that, now we can use this to view the data we've just done.